Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some quick updates on One Piece Chapter 1143, along with my thoughts on everything that went down. Stick around to find out all the juicy details. Before we dive into the main content, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to support the channel. Thanks a lot, guys. Chapter 1143 title, A Knight of the Gods, the Holy Knights. This chapter focuses on revealing the power and devil fruit abilities of two Holy Knights currently in Elbaf, Holy Knight Soma and Holy Knight Killenham. The chapter kicks off with the Straw Hat crew racing through the skies on flying fish, similar to what we saw with Juval's flying fish riders. The Giants of Elbaf and the trapped children. The Giants of Elbaf tried to rescue the kidnapped children from the Holy Knights but failed. The reason? They couldn't even touch the kids. This was due to Holy Knight Soma's devil fruit powers affecting them. Soma wields the Ibra no Emi. Ibra means thorn in Japanese. His power makes it so that anyone who touches his target gets pierced by thorns. But here's the catch: the more love and affection someone has for the target, the more painful the thorns become. That explains why Coach Squad got badly injured while trying to touch the children. His deep love and care for them made the thorns attack him with even greater intensity. This ability makes Soma incredibly dangerous in a unique way. If he can control who gets affected by the thorns, he could manipulate people emotionally, forcing them to stay away from the ones they love. This could lead to tragic situations, especially if Soma uses his powers to separate allies or prevent the strongest warriors of Elbaf from protecting their loved ones. Overall, the Ibra no Emi is not just a strong offensive power, but it also adds psychological depth, creating a twisted contrast between love and pain. Soma is shaping up to be a villain who isn't just physically strong but can mess with people on a deeper, emotional level. If ODA expands on this concept, this could be one of the most emotionally intense devil fruits we've ever seen in One Piece. Also, Soma's cryptic statement in Chapter 1142 now makes perfect sense. He was foreshadowing his ability when he saw Wadiso trying to reach the children. Holy Knight Killenham and the Power of Dreams. Killenham possesses the no Emi, Ryan Myth's Killen. His ability? He can create physical objects from other people's dreams. This is one of the most unique devil fruit abilities we've seen in One Piece. It doesn't just provide raw power, it also raises questions about how devil fruits can alter reality in completely new ways. If Killenham can manifest fears or imaginations into reality, he could create terrifying creatures and weapons, making him an opponent far more dangerous than most traditional devil fruit users. There's also an interesting connection to Kaido's devil fruit. Kaido's mythical Zoan, Uo no Emi, is based on a carp, but he transforms into a dragon. Meanwhile, Killenham's mythical Zoan is a Killen, a legendary beast, yet his fruit is called Ryan Myths. Ryan means lion in Japanese, but it also sounds like dragon. This further proves that mythical Zoans in One Piece are extremely diverse, often taking inspiration from different cultural legends rather than just their fruit's name. Now, here's a crazy thought: if Killenham can bring things from dreams into reality, could he create a replica of the legendary sun god Nika? Or even other mythical beings imagined by people? If so, this might be one of the most overpowered devil fruits in the entire series. Later in the chapter, we see the three Holy Knights having a meal in the forest. They realize they're missing salt, so Soma thinks about it, and Killenham uses his power to put Soma to sleep. From his dreams, he pulls out real salt and brings it into reality. This moment subtly confirms that Killenham has been using his powers to put the kidnapped children to sleep and bring their nightmares into the real world, which explains why terrifying monsters appeared in Chapter 1142. Scene shift, the underworld, Helheim. Meanwhile, in the underworld, Helheim, Prince Loki faces off against Luffy and his crew. Loki uses his hammer, Rodna, to attack, setting the massive Atom Tree on fire. But before he can do more damage, Luffy immediately lands a devastating punch, knocking Loki unconscious. Before this, Loki had already taken two critical hits, one from Holy Knight Gunko, and another from Samrock's Cerberus sword, because he refused to join the Holy Knights. If Loki went down too easily, It could mean two things: a bigger threat is on the way. Loki was already too injured to fight at full strength. Also, the fact that the Atom Tree is burning could have much deeper implications, perhaps revealing a major hidden secret about the underworld or Elbaf. This fight isn't just about strength, it could set up political consequences and bigger conflicts ahead. After this, Luffy asks a giant woman to heal Loki. At first, she refuses, but since Hajrudin and his giant warrior pirates have joined the Grand Fleet, she ultimately agrees, following Luffy's authority as an emperor. Flashback: a Loki and Hajrudin's past. The chapter includes a flashback, showing that Prince Loki used to bully Hajrudin as a child. Meanwhile, Hajrudin had always wanted revenge, believing that Loki killed his father, King Harrod. However, at the end of the chapter, when Loki regains consciousness, he says to Hajrudin, "Do you really think I killed our father because I wanted to? Even if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me." This one line completely changes the context of King Harrod's death. Loki's words suggest that he may have been forced to kill his father. A higher power, possibly the world government or the Holy Knights, was involved. Harrod might have wanted Loki to kill him for some unknown reason. If Hajrudin refuses to believe Loki, this could lead to a major conflict between the two, further escalating the tensions in Elbaf. Final info and next chapter tease. One Piece will continue next week with chapter 1144. That's all for chapter 1143. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Next up, predictions for chapter 1144. Stick around for the discussion. Before we wrap up, drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Elbaf, the island of giants and the battlefield of the strongest. Elbaf, the land of the mighty giants, where strength is the ultimate law. As the world of One Piece plunges further into chaos, this once peaceful island is now on the verge of becoming a war zone. A dark shadow looms over Elbaf, none other than Marshal D. Teach, aka Blackbeard. At the same time, Figureland Garland has devised a sinister plan, distracting the adult warriors by luring them into battle with monstrous creatures while the Holy Knights kidnap defenseless children. If these children are taken to Mary Geois, the world government will hold the ultimate leverage over Elbaf, forcing the giants to submit and turning their island into a vassal nation under the celestial dragons. Meanwhile, Prince Loki has just broken free from his shackles, setting the stage for an all-out war. As a man driven by ambition, Blackbeard never goes anywhere without a purpose. If he's coming to Elbaf, it's because he's after something big. But will his mission be smooth sailing, or will he be stopped by a force just as powerful? Blackbeard's goal: the final road poneglyph. Teach never appears in a location without a clear goal. If he sets foot on Elbaf, there's no doubt that he's after the final road poneglyph, the key to Laugh Tale and the Pirate King's throne. But this journey won't be an easy one. Elbaf is home to the world's strongest warriors, and both Shanks and the world government may also have their sights set on this island. That, however, has never been a problem for Blackbeard. He thrives in chaos. Right now, Elbaf is in turmoil. Prince Loki is rebelling, the world government may intervene, and Luffy is already on the island. In this situation, what would Teach do? Wait. He will let the other factions tear each other apart first, and then he'll swoop in like a vulture to snatch whatever remains. If the opportunity presents itself, he might even recruit Loki, transforming Elbaf into his new base. A giant army under Blackbeard's command? Now that's a terrifying thought. But he won't stop there. Teach has always been hunting for the most powerful devil fruits. If there's anyone on Elbaf with a broken ability, whether it's Loki or even one of the 5 elders, he will undoubtedly try to steal it using his Yami Yami no Mi. But can he really pull this off? Not so easily. Because if Blackbeard sets foot on Elbaf, one man will already be waiting for him on the shore. Shanks. This won't be just another minor clash. This time, Shanks is ready to end their long-standing feud once and for all. Both men are among the strongest contenders for the Pirate King's throne, and their battle could change the course of history. Blackbeard could achieve his biggest victory or suffer his greatest defeat. One thing is certain, this will be one of the most legendary battles in One Piece history. Blackbeard arrives, but who will stop him? If Blackbeard is making a move on Elbaf, it's because he has a dangerous plan in mind. He never acts without a clear objective, and with his cunning nature, he might try to take advantage of the chaos to get what he wants without a full-scale battle. But things won't be that easy. Elbaf is not an unclaimed island. This could become the battlefield of the world's strongest forces. Shanks, Blackbeard's greatest rival. When Teach steps onto Elbaf, he might expect to run into Luffy, or maybe even slip away with the road poneglyph unnoticed. But life is never that simple. Someone has been waiting for him. A presence so overwhelming that any pirate would think twice before making a move. Shanks and the entire Red Hair Pirates. As Blackbeard steps onto the shore, a deep, menacing voice cuts through the wind. Did you really think I'd let you cause trouble in Elbaf? Shanks stands tall, one hand resting on the hilt of his sword, Griffin, his eyes sharp as a blade. There is no turning back. No room for negotiation. This time, either Blackbeard flees, or one of them dies. Why must Shanks stop Blackbeard? Personal vendetta, the scar across Shanks' face, a permanent reminder of Teach's treachery. Even though Shanks is calm and rarely seeks conflict, when it comes to Teach, things are different. He knows how dangerous this man is and won't allow him to grow stronger. Protecting the road poneglyph, if Teach seizes it, he will gain the ultimate advantage in the race for One Piece, putting Luffy and every other pirate at risk. Preventing a three-way war, if Teach and the world government both attack Elbaf, the island could be completely annihilated. Shanks understands the cost of meaningless wars, and he won't let that happen. Shanks isn't just here to delay Teach, he's here to end him. The kidnapped children, a dark secret behind Elbaf's war. While Blackbeard and Shanks clash, a horrifying secret may be unfolding in the background. What if the kidnapped children have already been subjected to experiments? What if they have been turned into mindless killing machines by the world government? If this is true, then the battle for Elbaf isn't just about pirates and emperors, it could become a tragedy unlike anything the world has ever seen. Elbaf isn't just at risk of becoming a slave nation to the celestial dragons. If this war escalates, it could be completely wiped off the map. Will Elbaf see a full-scale war? Or just a standoff? Even though Elbaf is becoming the center of the final battle for the road poneglyph, it's unlikely that this will be a full-scale war where everyone fights to the death. Shanks isn't a bloodthirsty killer. He might just want to stop Teach, not kill him outright. Teach is a pragmatic strategist. If the situation turns against him, he will retreat and wait for a better opportunity. The five elders could arrive, but they may not engage immediately. They might have their own secret agenda that they're executing behind the scenes. Most likely, Elbaf will become a high-stakes standoff, a battlefield of mind games and power struggles, rather than an all-out war. What do you think? Will Blackbeard take part in the battle for Elbaf?